Let's vomit our handout, shall we? This hand's great, right? I'm gonna shock this in, and we want to play Signal Pest on one here, because that means on two we can go Pest, Opal, Goblin Guide. Or if we hit a second land here, we can go Pest, Opal, Bushwhacker and crack for a bunch. Lordy. If we hit a land, the damage output here is going to be pretty insane. Oh! It's neat that this triggers Surge. It's good to know. It's just any spell, it's not just creature spell. That's a little punishing for us. That's a little punishing for us. I guess even if they pick one of our artifacts here, we're gonna get to play Goblin Guide and attack. So that's nice. Oh, sure. Land, please. Land, please. Land, please. Tilt. I guess that works out about the same for us, right? You get to play Kytheon now. This can't quite attack yet, but next turn we'll get to attack for 4 as well as flip this. Man, this is a really good Kytheon deck, huh? I did not see the winner interview. That's awesome, though. No reason to attack. Yep, deal. Yeah, if they don't have like a Fatal Push or a Path here, they're gonna be in a lot of trouble. Don't shock, don't shock, don't shock, don't shock, don't shock. Tilt. And now we'll draw the land, probably. Yep. Yep. Got picked apart a little bit here. Just being on the draw versus the player is a pretty big deal. We heard it was bad for us that our aggro deck was on the draw. I mean, these decks always seem bad when they get picked apart, right? Like our opponent spent 3. I'm gonna concede to Lingering Souls here. It's not Lingering Souls. Our opponent spent 3 mana to interact with our 3 plays. There's a deck list on your screen. If you're on mobile, you can type !deck in chat to get a deck list. Like, a lot of decks in Modern aren't going to keep up with as efficient as what we're doing. I mean, it's not even one removal spell. It's the double discard spell that was paired to it. We're not behind because our opponent played 1 spell. We're behind because our opponent played 3 spells with 3 mana. And we were on the draw to couple with that. We've played Counter Companies and Angel Cord very recently, and they both seem fine. You can find deck lists on my YouTube channel. Nah, I didn't have time to jump into another 2-hour league. This will probably be a league that's done in 45 minutes to an hour with how this deck is. There are 4 Bomat Couriers in our deck. We could steal this game with Reach and these evasive creatures. Hearthstone is great. That's what I've done. Hearthstone is excellent. You should thank me. Zero regrets sending Blizzard my money. Their game is quite excellent. For a fraction of that price, you can subscribe to my channel too and support my Hearthstone content. New Karn might be okay. I'm not sure if New Karn's better than the other Planeswalkers. Maybe we'll try a Karn tomorrow. I think I'm just going to trade these boards off here. They can make this... I guess they're going to make their thing a lot bigger here, huh? Do I want to just bolt them and then sack the Bomat Courier? I think I do. The attack with the Memnite was really bad there, right? There was no reason to. Just actual zero reason. It's okay. Like, the matches where you want Karn, you're using your clues pretty aggressively. Wow, getting a fetch land here is... That's bold. When, like, my best chance of beating you is burning you out, you probably shouldn't draw quite that much. Walking Corpse with the $5 donation. How about a tip instead? Thank you for the tip. I appreciate it. I'm glad you're enjoying Hearthstone enough to give Blizzard money. Their gameplay is quite excellent right now. I've been enjoying it a lot myself. I don't think bolting the Knight of the Reliquary is a winning play, though. I think I'm just going to concede, actually, because, like, we drew a land there. I think the winning play was, like, drawing a spell and then drawing another spell. And I shouldn't have attacked with the Memnite. Yeah, we weren't drawing anything. I'm not going to board in Path to Exile on the draw, or on the play. I didn't actually watch GP Birmingham. From my own personal experience, the red Stompy deck doesn't really generate good games of Magic. It's like good at winning games, but like as far as the actual games themselves go, usually they aren't very interesting. Like when the mono red deck's winning, the other person doesn't play Magic by and large. That's fair, legit advice. And they'd have to choose between the other one and then, well, I guess it's about the same, right? Only it takes the other thing off the table, so maybe that's better. This is actually pretty sweet. So I think I go Memnite Kytheon here, and then on 2 we can play Bomat Courier and flip the Kytheon. So I think it's right to do this to get this flipped ASAP as opposed to getting an extra card under here, especially against a removal heavy deck. And if they have a discard spell here as opposed to removal spell, we can dash this. Tilt. What's the white quest do? It's one of these type things. The fact that they've shocked twice is real good for us. I think that's too much mana. I think 3 mana is far too much. Can't be blocked by creature with power 2 or greater. He certainly cannot. Get in there, you and a little unblockable dude. I believe in you. Wait, what? Can't be blocked by creatures with... Oh, can't block. Ah! I can read. I even read it twice. I zoomed twice and skimmed. I shouldn't have played another league. We should be done. I shouldn't have played another league. Look, I read the card twice. I just added a word. I added a word. Added can't be blocked into there. All right, so I do this. I'm gonna do this without kicker, and I'm gonna play this with their Flame of Keld out. That's weird. We'd be in a better spot if I had a 2/2. That's fine. They're gonna see Drino and it won't matter. These are 4/5s now. 5/6s. Oh, they added sorcery too. Are very dead. I'm not tilted. Just, you know, shit happens. You just timed people out who weren't being constructive, because that's what we do here. Be constructive or take a break from posting in chat. All right, let's play against someone that doesn't have a bunch of 1-mana interaction in their deck, hopefully. Want a die roll too? That seems good for us. I mean, this is basically an affinity hand, right? It's like Storm is 5. Have a bunch of guys go. What about Jeskai? All right, next turn we attack for 6, 8, 9. Look at our pretty goblin tokens. Aren't they beautiful? Bushwhacker, Bushwhacker. When it rains, it pours. All right, get in there. Get in there. They're dead to Bolt, and they're dead to Bushwhacker next turn. Scars of Bearded standard, right? How can you tell if your deck might be competitive? Can a Goldfish at turn 3 kill? Alright, it's probably fine. The goblins wish to remain anonymous. Nice! Kill you on 3. I would like to dub this hand Stoneforge Mystic is too good for Modern. This is, that's what I would like to classify that hand there as. Never forget, Stoneforge is too strong. Alright, I think I'm gonna trim 2 of these bolts and board in Thalia on the play. I guess we're on the draw, it doesn't matter. Just like want these, let's try and slow them down a little bit. Nice, Nivik. When's the next ban and restrict jobs? It's not for a little while, right? They follow set releases, so we're not going to have another one until the next set. I bet they shake up. They shake up like. We're gonna play an example of Jeff does social media. I don't even know how to respond to this without being rude. Just like, Green Sun Zenith might be okay if Dryad Arbor is banned. This person probably thinks Storm is fine too. I just don't understand how you can like think the things that are currently obnoxious in Modern are fine to happen, but like Green Sun Zenith for Dryad Arbor is too good. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Man, if we draw a land next turn, holy crap. How about this Mox Amber, by the way? Can we talk about this Mox Amber for a minute? Trigger. Land. Land. Yeah. Woo. Woo. Candy. Anybody else? Everybody else like that candy? Anyone else feeling a surge? Is the power going out in here? Is that there's a surge going on? Yeah, just the turn 2 flip my Kytheon. Crack you first. Woo! We're gonna have back-to-back turn 3 kills. Till your next turn, untap target creature, it's indestructible. That one's indestructible. Your move. This is our second turn 3 kill potentially here, chat. This is not the first. This is anger. We have them dead through Anger of the Gods here. This becomes a 4/4 and we bolt them. Oh, baby. Welcome to Thunderdome. Got him. All right, our first match was a little anemic, but are we convinced that there's some power here? At any rate, welcome everyone who's hanging out. My name is Jeff Hogan. We're playing some Modern Magic the Gathering. If you're enjoying my stuff, please consider subscribing to my stream. My subscribers are the reason that I'm able to stream here full time. Subscriptions start at $4.99 a month, or if you're one of the many people in the world who has Amazon Prime, if you link your Amazon account to your Twitch account, that gets you Twitch Prime included for free with that. And Twitch Prime lets you subscribe to a channel of your choice every single month. You can also support my stuff by supporting my sponsors. MTGOtraders.com would love to buy and sell Magic Online cards with you. And if you use code Hoagland PayPal at checkout with them, you'll save 8% on your singles orders there. CoolStuffInc.com buys and sells a lot of cool stuff, including CCG singles. Using promo code Jeff5, you can save 5% on Magic, Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh cards with them. And of course, Mack Weldon provides premium men's clothing. Using code Jeff Hoagland at bit.ly/HoogleClothes, you can save 20% on your first order of premium shirts, polos, shorts, underwear, all sorts of great stuff there. We're 1-1 in this league with this red-white Kudoltha aggro Bushwhacker deck. It's kind of sweet. Let's see if we can muster up another turn 3 kill here. Oh no, this hand really needed a land. This hand was really good with the land too, huh? We just don't have a way to get our legendary thing into play. God, if we had a land here, we'd go Kytheon, boom, Signal Pest. I'm still waiting on information. Another banner has been purchased, Justin, but people have to send me pictures and stuff. Alrighty. Yeah, I'll put a lightning bolt under this. No, I guess I'm shuffling. You really need to break up that plug. It's so long. I like how people that don't pay anything are the ones that complain. It's like less than a minute. You can't sit through a 60-second ad break every, I don't know, 30 minutes to an hour. Can I complain? You are welcome to complain, Velik. God bless. Think you should chill about 5 seconds longer, right? Dismember. That's rude. Yeah, not to mention, like, half of it is me looking for an opponent anyways, right? All right, they're down to 12. They're probably going to play a 2-2 and just can't win the game anymore. How am I supposed to use the restroom during that short of a break? Right? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's too efficient. It's too efficient, chat. Every 4 minutes. It's not like, look, if you want to see too many ads, go watch an SCG stream sometime. We're not that bad. Like, they're 10 out of 10 playing Merfolk, right? This Goblin guy has drawn them 2 cards. Like, I really like SCG's commentators on average, and I like watching a lot of their players. The Magic content is great, but their volume of ads to Magic in ratio has been really obnoxious lately. And, like, the fact that they don't do Time Walk feature matches still is really annoying. No, don't bounce my Goblin Guide. He would have had a friend this turn. All right. Oh, I like how we're like, we mulliganed to 4 this game, right? And we're like kind of in it. If they eat this, they take 5 and go to 5. They don't actually film the backup matches, but they have 2 matches under cameras. Yeah, it feels weird to me that they don't. The GP coverage in comparison, like, not to even talk about the commentators that they have, like, GP coverage, they actually show a lot of Magic these days. Alright, well, we tried, right, chat? We tried. Do I, like, hang out and try and draw a couple of bolts here? Alright, I'll take one more draw step at a bolt before we pack it in. SCG peaked with the owl thing. We do have Flame of Keld in our deck, that's fair. We get a Flame of Keld in the double bolts. Yep. Alright, if we'd had 3 more cards this game, we probably would have been okay. That I did. I don't think I want to change anything. I think on the play especially, I just want to try and run them over. Maybe I'll bring in the paths for game 3. I'll probably bring in the paths for game 3 when we're on the draw. The one thing that really got me the last time I watched GP coverage was, however they had it set up, you kept hearing the notification from a guy like plugging and unplugging a USB device on his Windows computer. It just like kept playing that noise in the background. And like, at first I thought it was my PC, but then I went upstairs and was watching on my Linux computer and I was like, oh, this is actually just the stream. It's not my computer. I'd like wish like checking my USB devices to see if like something fell out down here. This hand doesn't really do anything, right? God, if this Mox Amber was Mox Opal, it'd be way better. Do we keep this? It's pretty good with a land. I guess it's pretty good with a land. I'm gonna keep this and hope we draw a land. Legend is also pretty good. This is Mox Amber, so this Mox doesn't currently do anything in our hand. I think this is a keep. How many legends does it get? That's a good question. It's probably not enough for the Mox. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it's only 5. Wow, that's low. Yeah, it's 5. That's probably not enough. Hey, Dave B, thank you very much for the Twitch Prime support. I appreciate that. There's a lot of excellent people producing content on Twitch right now, so I appreciate you choosing to support my content this month. That's a good one. That's a good one. This can still enable Surge, thankfully. The good old Mirrodin Besieged Standard Contested Warzone. Well, I mean, Amber doesn't enable, or Spirit Guide doesn't enable Surge, which is nice. Hi, wife. How are our monsters?
How much longer are you going?
This is match 3 of 5. This is a fast deck. I started about 30 minutes ago.
Okay. Are you 5?
The crust was really bad, and I usually like crust, okay? Tiniest monster.
Can I say hi to the internet?
Dad.
Oh, they both came down here. I didn't even notice Jake.
Dad,
Hi, tiny man.
Dad,
What do you think? Everywhere you go is like a contested war zone, huh?
Bot toys gonna send by bot toys.
Bot toys?
Bot toy upstairs.
There's bot toys upstairs?
Tell the internet what tomorrow is.
My day.
Your birthday, yeah.
Tomorrow's your birthday? What are you getting for your birthday?
Okay, go toys.
You get cake and go toys?
How old are you gonna be?
Oh, well.
Little. You are, in fact, still going to be little tomorrow.
Look, cupcakes for your birthday.
Cupcakes? Cupcake, baby. Cupcakes are gonna make cupcakes.
Really? Hello, Jacob.
Hey, Jacob. Jacob is here.
Now, come up. You want to say hi to the stream, too? It's been a while since you said hi to the stream. Usually it's just Declan's thing.
Ooh.
This is Jacob's 4th glass of chocolate milk. 3rd, 4th, I can't lost count.
Is chocolate milk good?
Don't make feel bad. Don't make feel bad.
That is your little
It is your
bed.
blue bed.
Mom.
Dad uses your bed as a footrest. All right, kiddos.
Okay.
All right. Dad will be upstairs in a little bit. You brought your trains down, too? That's fun. Happy birthday. Thanks for the birthday bits, Cankle Biter. We'll have to buy more Go Toys, huh?
Yeah.
All the birthday bits are for Declan.
I want to buy the kids foam swords and super soakers. Is chocolate milk brown water? No, Declan thinks everything is water. Jake knows milk is milk.
They would very much enjoy foam swords. Declan would love super soakers.
Tidebinder's a little brutal. Hopefully they don't have another one of those.
Okay, I'll take them.
All right, monsters.
Yes, that's Jake's field. Let's go upstairs. No, we gotta go up. Daddy's working.
Oh my god, I just... All right, chat. Can you take them out of here, please? All right, we're pretty dead here. The mana base in this deck is ambitious, and we definitely don't have enough legends to turn on Mox Amber. Is this deck just a bad 8-whack? I don't know, Kytheon's pretty neat. Kytheon seems like kind of a powerful card. Kids are fun. They're interesting. It's weird as they go from like, because like infants and like even like smaller toddlers don't really have like personality. They're just kind of like this lump that you take care of and are responsible for keeping alive. But like as they get older and you're like, wow, this is actually a little person, right? Yeah, I agree. The most explosive draws seem kind of nuts. I wonder if there's something to just like going in I find it really weird that the person who built this, I need to start writing down subs names that submit things. Like the fact that we have Kuldotha Rebirth makes Mox Opal like makes having multiple Mox Opals even less bad. So it's kind of weird to me that they'd skip out on playing more Mox Opals when they have Kudoltha Rebirth to like have less of a drawback with it. And like honestly, only having one land in a lot of these hands isn't a strictly bad thing for us, right? Like our deck is pretty low to the ground. Like these Flame of Kelds might be nonsense maybe. Like maybe we'd rather have these in the sideboard. We have one Zurgo Bellstriker. We flipped Kytheon very quickly. So yeah, this is kind of funny. Like we almost look like burn, but then there's a Memnite here. So it's like, what are you doing? Awesome. Yeah, Jake is 15 months older than Declan, so he's a little bit, yours is right in between my two. Why didn't I play the artifact dude on 1? Because Goblin Guide gets in 2 twice, whereas he would get in 3 once by now. Yeah, Flame of Keld gets better when we have more Moxes in our deck, right? Have a Fatal Push here. Yeah, so like, see here, the Goblin Guide got in a hit, whereas the Toolcraft Exemplar would have just died that turn, right? That's interesting. So they're playing As Foretold Living End here. Are we gonna get Living Ended this turn? Yeah, honestly, I could see this deck just like honestly maybe even wanting more Mox Ambers, but playing more Legends to support more Mox Ambers. I could see that being the case. I didn't have the Bomat Courier in my opener. If I had the Bomat Courier in my opener, I agree I probably should have led on Signal Pest, but I didn't know I was going to have 2 haste threats on one. They field, they're dismembering, sure. All right, so do I just Flame of Keld here? I think I'm supposed to. I think I'm supposed to just give that bolt up in Flame of Keld. Yeah, I think I have some ideas for how I'd like to rebuild this. And we'll take a look at it after the league. Those are pretty good draws. Yeah, Flame of Keld is also only the red sources too. So like, I guess it's mostly just playing this as a draw two. Yep. Yep. Yeah, I think this is going to be a cut. I think I want to max on Moxes and Rebirths. They're going to have a lot of looks at hitting an As Foretold plus Living End next turn. We're taking a lot of damage here. If this had hit, it would have been lethal. They have this coming off this turn. I don't even know that I want this many 2-mana things. Like, I kind of want to look at like playing like 6 to 7. Like, if there was a deck that could be busted with Mox, right? It feels like this style of deck could be it. So, like, I want to try leveraging like 6 to 7 Mox in here. So it just like didn't do anything here. Yeah, they could have Cryptic this turn. For sure. Yeah, that's definitely what I want to do. I want a little bit more Legends, and I want to go up on Moxes and max out on Kuldotha Rebirths after these games we played. Just like kind of like try and maximize our stupid draws, our double 1-drop openers. The question is, like, can they keep stalling us before they hit As Foretold? So there's Transmute. So if they have As Foretold here, they're going to get to Living End us. Yep. I guess I can sack this, because if we draw a bolt off of this and we draw a bolt for the turn, we could kill them. Oh, I guess this also puts 2 more creatures in the bin, right? So we're gonna get a bunch of things back here. Okay. All right, we've got double Bomat. Triple Bomat. All right, are we gonna win this game still? This is actually a really funny card against what they have going on, huh? I wasn't thinking about the Bomat putting 2 more things in my bin. All right, they're down to 2, and like they can't really sweep with Living End anymore, right? 'Cause like I'm gonna have a bunch of creatures in my bin. No, I think you want Bomat in the main deck of this deck. Bomat's been quite good. This deck wants Galvanic Blast too. I think we're gonna try and play enough artifacts to make Metalcraft consistent. Yeah, they could have Bojuka Bog, but Bojuka Bog's pretty slow, right? Shrapnel Blast is probably a little bit too expensive. I assume they're going to block all of these. I'm just going to sack these now and save them the trouble. Was that good? What do we think? So this all costs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana, 6 mana. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess I should play some of these out just in case they Field of Ruin me. No, this is Magic only today. So Hearthstone is Tuesdays and Thursdays. So this is actually gonna be my last league. Last league of the day. Catch us right at the tail end. Be going for about 7.5 hours. They do also have 13 power in play. So I'm gonna have... Alright, we should have lethal attackers now, right? Yeah. Yeah, fire me up, baby. Fire me up, baby. I didn't want to play out more creatures. I didn't want them to know how much I was going to be attacking them with this turn. Although I guess if they have remands here, I could get into trouble. They remand that though, which is good for us. Hey, Tempest, thank you very much for the brand new Twitch Prime support. There's a lot of excellent people streaming on Twitch right now, so I appreciate you supporting my content here this month. Got him. Yeah, this core is sweet. All right, well, Thalia is excellent here, obviously. I'm just going to cut these Flame of Keld. They're bad when we board in Thalia. I'm going to board in a Devastating Summons too and trim this bolt. I don't think I want Wear Tear. Grafdigger's Cage doesn't do anything against Living End, so we're not going to board that in. The Bomats were quite insane, to say the least. The Bomats were very, very good. So, for those of you that aren't familiar with Living End, the way Living End works is it exiles the creatures in the graveyard and then returns them to play from exile. So they're not actually entering from the discard pile. What's going on, Right to Rebel? Welcome to a live one. It's a good reminder, everyone. We played a bunch of sweet Modern decks today. If you haven't caught everything live, be sure to check out the YouTube replays. They'll be live shortly after I'm done here this evening. That seems okay. Needs another land, but I think it's fine in general. Good reason not to mulligan. Wow, the Fetch Shock Thoughtseize on one. Take your favorite 1-mana card. We very cleverly left our best play on top of our deck there. Those of you taking notes at home. Another good one off the top there. If you click into my Stream Decker, you should be able to find the deck list there. So that's kind of interesting. I think I want to... Do I want to hold that? Or do I want to play it out? I guess I get to flip Kytheon next turn if I play this out, which is nice. It means I don't get to surge this. I think holding this in case I draw a land is greedy here. Yeah, I'm glad we just jammed. God, if this gets to flip, this game is over. They're actually just going to 3 here. Make you unkillable. He's so good against sweepers. He's very, very good against sweepers. Like, he flips from being a creature and then he makes something else invincible too. Good games, opponent. All right, we're 2 and 2 after some clunky starts in some of the other games, but like our good draws are very good. So I'm definitely interested in like trying to maximize the good draws that this deck has. Yeah, it untaps too. Yeah, obviously it wouldn't be good against living into the sweeper, right? I was talking like against sweepers generically, like Anger of the Gods, Wrath of God, that kind of stuff. This is going to be the last match, and then we'll do a wrap-up segment where I'm going to talk about things I would probably do a little bit differently if I played this again. What's this deck called? I think it should be the pet deck of the week. God, this card's just been so bad. I guess this hand actually has the mana to leverage it, kinda. Well, that is not a good draw. Yeah, you can just play another piece of spot removal, Nyan. The Vidalcan Chakras, whatever, you play another roast. Hey, Doug, thank you for the 5-month resubscription. I do appreciate that. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. Thank you for the continued support. Playing them on a red aggro deck, sure. Contested Warzone's about to be real bad here. Usually anywhere between a day and 3 days, depending on the volume, their volume. I don't even want to... I just don't even have a spell to play this turn. Because I want to hold this to trigger Search. I guess I just want to assume I'm going to draw a 1-drop to trigger Search next turn. Yeah, I'm going to bolt this Ash Zealot. Are there not 4 Inspiring Vantage in this deck? That's super wrong. Inspiring Vantage is 10 out of 10 the best land in this deck. 10 out of 10 the best land in the deck. Perfect. I don't have an artifact for you, but you trigger Surge. No, I'd probably cut a fetch land. This deck doesn't really need fetch lands in it. Well, we'll talk about a bunch of different changes here in a hot second. After we finish, this last match should be pretty quick. And this is why I picked this deck as the extra deck we were going to do today. Because we're going to be done in under an hour. It looked like a done in under an hour deck. Possibility Storm ended up 4-1. It actually felt like a very reasonable deck. Like, a lot of the things it was doing seemed really sweet. There's so many sweet things in this format. Like, whenever people ask me if we're gonna do standard on stream, I just want to be like, have you played Modern recently? It's just like, there's so much going on here. Yeah, Warzone feels bad. I'm definitely going to cut that. Flame of Keld, also not amazing. All right, I have to play defense here now. I think I just played defense with everything. I guess they're probably not trading here. You make a decision. Jumping up and down, what you just said is pretty disingenuous, and it's something I hear inexperienced Magic players say is writing off an excuse for why they lost their games. You get to make decisions in every match of Magic that you play. The Magic cards you register in a given event are the most important decision that you make in most tournaments. So saying, I didn't get to make any decisions that mattered, well, maybe you registered a bad deck that couldn't interact with and couldn't race Storm. So your decision was registering a bad deck. And that was still a decision that you got to make. Like it or hate it. They're trying to figure out how much they want to attack with here. So I'm gonna jump here, take 5, go to 1. I don't really need the land. Sure, but you still got to make a choice. You made a choice during deck building. Yep, dead. Right, I don't have a way to give these haste. And I just, you know, it's something you hear people say a lot, right? Like, oh, there was nothing I could do. All the decisions were out of my hands. It's like, well, that's really not the case when you sit down and really think about it. I'm actually not a fan of discard spells in general, because discard spells actually remove choices from players. By playing discard spells, you're taking options away from your opponent. Yeah, you make decisions in the deck you register, you make decisions while mulliganing, you make decisions while sideboarding. See, like this hand is great. These are the types of hands that we want to try and maximize and produce more often with this deck. There is definitely a child with a recorder upstairs, you are not wrong. These are the hands I want to see more of. I want 4 Mox Opals. I want more Legends. I think I want 2 Mox Ambers. I want 4 Kuldotha Rebirths. Vendilion Click's a great card in Modern. It's especially good in decks like Jeskai Control that generally lack a clock. Yes, I agree. That being said, a critical mass of things like Mind Rot can be bad too and lead to non-decisions. Get those kids a drum kit. Is the thing too blaring? I can run and close my door. Christy left the door open when she walked out. Like, turn 2, flip my Kytheon. This is a really good draw. We have a turn 2 Planeswalker, and we didn't even have to register... What's his name? Whatever that card's called. Oh, yeah, I think Vendilion Click creates fine gameplay. That's a card that doesn't remove all choices, right? It's not at all good. Save me walking across the room. To Balt. Yeah, I didn't have to register to Balt. That's pretty good. We're gonna take 2 from nope, this doesn't affect Planeswalkers for whatever reason. Alright, take you for 6. This guy has to flip, right? Yeah. It's unfortunate that he has to flip. I'm pretty sure we still play this out. See a trade here for the Memnite, maybe? Me and my friends have an ongoing competition to get a foil English to Balt at a GP. We're unsuccessful after 3 years. That's funny. Yes, you can bolt my Kytheon. Deal. Maybe they don't realize that the flip isn't optional. Oh, they're just killing both of them. That makes sense. Alright, smack you for 5. We played a blue-green polymorph deck that played Nissa Voice of Zendikar. It was kind of sweet. We have lethal next turn if they don't have a blocker with this lightning bolt. And I'm gonna sit down for the end here. And just sit down while I format my videos after I sign off anyways. Enjoy the slow trip down. You have a bone splinter. So I'm actually gonna board this contested war zone out. It's definitely not good on the draw. I'm gonna bring these Thalias in. The old cut a land board in Thalia. What is this deck? It's something. It's certainly something. I'm gonna keep this. Just need one more artifact to be pretty great. Not everybody currently has the new lower Twitch latency. About 25% of streamers still have it. By the end of the month, everyone should have it. As soon as it's available, I'll be using it on my channel. It's like, yeah, that's exactly right. It's like Affinity, but with crappy red and white creatures. Completely agree. They don't have a second land. That's good for us. I'm a giver, what can I say? Hey, Freakzo. Thank you very much for the Twitch Prime support. I really appreciate that. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I shouldn't have played that. That was a big mistake. I guess I have this to enable Surge next turn. They have like a smash to Smithereens here or something. Nah, I think I'm supposed to keep attacking. What's Twitch latency? Twitch latency is how long of a delay there is between what I send out and what you see. So a sub 5-second delay means my ability to interact with chat will be much quicker and smoother. Yeah, I think Scrap Heap Scrounger is much too slow. I also don't really want a third color, I don't think. Like, I'm thinking, like, is like 1 to 2 Kari Zev too slow even? It might be fine just because we have Mox. We have a Mox to enable. I mean, that's just not true. Twitch has never in the history had 0-second latency. That's just nonsense. All right, so I'm gonna grab a mountain here. My mountain's under the Bomat Courier. All right, there's a mountain under the Bomat Courier. The more you know. It's like, where'd my mountain go? Oh. Put this towards a Hooglin rant in the near future. Thank you for the bits, Hooglin is my hero. I appreciate it. So they picked another land up. They're at 6. I mean, it's not that difficult to just say what you mean. And you said it now. It's funny, with fetch lands and Bomat Courier, you can actually figure out the contents of what's under the Bomat Courier with enough time, right? This first strike creature is real annoying. Kuldotha Rebirth. Oh, geez, I lost my artifact for this. It's like, oh, I can play both of these, right? No, I can't. I guess I'm kicking this, and then... So I can hit them for 3 here, trading and eating. Yeah, I think that's fine. So they'll go eat, trade, take 3 down to 3, which makes my bolts lethal. I think you have, I want to make some changes. I don't know what Village Messenger doesn't seem very efficient. I think I'd rather play more goblins than that. It's playing Flame of Keld, but Flame of Keld's been very bad. We've boarded it out almost every time. It's super clunky and awkward. It's one of the cards we're gonna change. Well, I don't think Twitch artificially adds the 7 to 10 second latency now, Alan. I'm pretty sure just as they scaled, it's just like the infrastructure's grown and like some small amount of latency has been a byproduct of the infrastructure growing. 2 mana spells are a lot of mana. I think I want to keep the 2 mana spells at a minimum. Just accept that we lose the Chalice of the Void on 1. Deal. You smashed me. Has anyone seen at Wannabe Beetle? I hear he wanted Narset Cannon bumped in the queue. Thank you for the bits, Def Not Wannabe Beetle. Is this lethal? If they don't have a lightning bolt, this is lethal, right? Even if they have a bolt, it's lethal, right? I'm 28 months smarter and thinner. Cruising in. Thank you very much for the 28-month tier 2 resub. Tier 2 subs get to bump a deck in the queue every month now, Cruising in. So if you see anything sweet in the queue that you want me to push up 10 points for you, let me know for sure. All right, they're dead. All right, so the nut draws in this deck were kind of sweet. Things that were kind of silly. Flame of Keld was really bad. Contested Warzone was really bad. Inspiring Vantage is awesome. So let's play 4 of those. I want more. I'm gonna cut this Loyalist. All right, so where are my whackers? Let's put the whackers over here. Let's put this here. I want to count my artifacts to make sure I have enough. I definitely want to make 4 rebirths happen in this deck. That's not close. There should be 4 of this card. Think Isamaru. I think I want to get up to like 8 1 cost. And Zurgo Bellstriker is almost certainly better than Isamaru, not only because it can rush, but because being able to make red mana off of the Mox Amber is very valuable, it seems like. So I'll put another Mox Opal in here. Probably 1 more Mox Amber. Mox Amber is definitely worse than the other one, I think. So probably 4 and 2 is fine. Is Reckless Bushwhacker better than Goblin Bushwhacker? It might be, just because it's easier to cast too. Well, I guess all of our lands make red. It's just like exactly when Mox Amber only has a white thing to turn it on. I would need 2 cuts from this. Yeah, I'm not running it back right now. I am aware that running it back right now is not happening. But I think something like this core seems fine. Honestly, maybe you could even get greedy and like trim another land here. Yeah, because like we added Mox in, right? You like this isn't a starting land, but it's like a second land. And then you just need to cut 1 more card. Yeah, there's definitely too many fetches. Honestly, you might just not want any fetches in this deck. Or almost no fetches. Just like play a bunch of shock lands. Another basic mountain. Couple of Scalding Tarns. I think that's 15. You could probably get away with 14 lands. Maybe something like this. This is what I would be interested in trying. I'd be interested in like trying to go up on Moxes So that way you can just like maximize your Kuldotha Rebirth nut draws. So I don't know, trimming a Bushwhacker is probably wrong. 7 of these is probably good. And whether or not Galvanic Blast or Bolt is better is something else to think about. I don't know. This deck seems sweet, though. I had fun whacking people out of the game. We had a couple of really sweet turn 3 kills. We ended up 3-2 overall. I think I would just be interested in maximizing your Mox nut draws. Bomat Courier is kind of a silly, powerful card. It's technically optimal to, like, split your fetch lands. Technically, if you're being optimal, you should play 1 of each red fetch land. No, I don't think you have enough goblins for grenades. Yeah, you could just play 3 blasts instead of bolts. That seems fine. Just do that. So definitely something I would play again in the future if someone wanted me to. So, at any rate, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. I already ran a little bit late today. I'll catch everybody around tomorrow, hopefully. I'm gonna go publish a bunch of stuff on YouTube now if you missed any of the stream earlier. I'll be back at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time tomorrow morning. We'll play a few Modern Leagues, and then we'll play some Hearthstone to close up. So, I'll catch all of y'all tomorrow. Everybody have a good Monday.